Welcome, everybody, to this broadcast of the Live Music Report from the Florida Keys. I'm Harry T., and we are at noon Keys time right here in the beautiful place they call the American Paradise, the Florida Keys. And there we are. Hi, everybody. On the line with me, of course, is the beautiful and talented Jennifer Shoeless Newman.
Good morning, y'all.
How are you today, Shoeless?
I'm feeling warm and sunny.
Warm and sunny. You sound like a Boston.
Warm. My friend from Rhode Island used to say it that way, that red wine made him warm. So I kind of picked it up.
Well, it's a little early for red wine, but a white would do right now. Maybe a Sauvignon Blanc, something very lovely. I'd like to say hello to everyone listening all over the world to our broadcast on our streaming radio stations, Radio A1A to the tropical world and parrot heads everywhere. Also to the new folks that have tuned into what is being called one of the best music mixes in internet radio, Keys FM. That's a just good music mix from the Keys and from all over the country. Also, Cruisin' Country Radio. If you love country music, you'll love the independent artist on Cruisin' Country Radio. All country, all original, all the time. And then, of course, we're going to even say hello to those folks out there doing live inspirational music on Paradise Road Radio. So in the churches and inspirational venues everywhere, you can hear all types of music from those 4 radio broadcasts, all on the internet, all with applications. And that brings you this type of broadcast from the Florida Keys to all of those stations, and of course everywhere all around the world, watching on all of our YouTube streams and Facebook streams, and I'm talking way the heck too much. Shoeless, let's start the show. Are you ready?
Let's start the show, Harry.
Harry. Oh, I like it when ladies mention my name in that breathy voice you have. You're from New Jersey, but your mom's from Ohio. She was wonderful. She was wonderful. She was indeed. And I'm streaming some photographs of when she was here and some of the things that we shot over the time you performed during Oktoberfest.
Oh, very cool.
And right now I see your mom and you and your Lederhosen. Wow. That was quite interesting. And then there you are as we watch the streaming photographs. Wow, there you are playing bass with the Lady A band. Gosh, wow.
Yeah.
Who's that photographer? Look at the lighting he caught. Oh, and the big chair. Makes everybody insignificant, that one chair.
Is that what that chair's for?
There's a photograph of Patrick, the man with the plan on the dobro. For goodness sakes, he sounded so good, didn't he, with that Piedmont-style music picking.
What a fun evening that was.
Yes, indeed. Well, it's almost time for a commercial, but our show is going to include some things, Shoeless, that I'd like to mention if you don't mind. I'm sorry for taking...
We've got a lot going on.
Boy, we do. We've got a live report from Dale Clemens from Precision Sonar and some of our sponsors of Follow the Flock, and especially Pit Stop 2 and 3. And also we have a quick report from Terry Sutton from Ocean Dreams Healing about the event coming up October the 21st, and a report on who will be playing there and when they will be playing. Wow, what a great day on A1A. There is no doubt about that.
Let's get it started.
Let's get it started. Hold the line for a couple of commercials right here, and we'll see what happens. Here's a friend of mine, and you will need him as you travel to the Keys. He repairs your smartphone.
You know, they may be called smartphones, but they are handled by regular folks like you and me. And we break things. Well, no more freaking out about breaking your smartphone because Keys Smartphone Repair is here. Just click or call keysmartphonerepair.com. That's keysmartphonerepair.com. keysmartphonerepair.com. It's fast, professional smartphone and tablet repair located in Tavernier, mile marker 90, keysmartphonerepair.com. Click it now and save.
We love to shake our tail feathers all night long to a tropical band playing favorite songs, so we get together every chance we get.
This is Harry T. from Radio A1A, your flocking tour director with Precision Sonar's 2021 Follow the Flock update. The 2021 Follow the Flock Pit Stop Party Tour kicks off with a bang. Sunday, Halloween, October 31st with the Southwest Florida Parrot Head Club Pit Stop Party in Cape Coral at the fabulous Dolphin Key Resort and Tiki Bar. This huge Tiki Bar stage is one of the most prestigious displays of tropically inclined and laid-back singer-songwriters, hosted by the Rudy Valley of Tropical Melodies, Rudy Cox. This official Parrot Head Party with a Purpose event benefits local Alzheimer care. Monday, November the 1st, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. The Flock stops in Key Largo on A1A for the 14th annual and original MOTM, that's Meeting of the Minds Pit Stop Party at the fabulous Caribbean Club, world famous, sponsored by the Parrot Heads of the Upper Keys, PHUK, use your imagination, aka Pirates on the Water. The stage will be filled with tropical singer-songwriters all day, and Radio A1A, as always, providing the live streaming of this absolutely magnificent tropical music lineup. Tuesday and Wednesday, November the 2nd and 3rd, the Radio A1A Pit Stop Party continues at Coconut Cove Resort and Marina. That's at 84801 Overseas Highway in Isla Mirada. This pit stop is a fundraiser for Ocean Healing Wellness Center in the Florida Keys and will feature unique sponsors, vendors, and an opportunity to join saltwater independent music at one of the Keys' most beautiful locations on the Atlantic Ocean, Coconut Cove Resort and Marina, a one-of-a-kind old-style Florida Keys Resort hotel. Tropical music each day beginning at 11 a.m., mile marker 85 side, sponsored by Oh, yes. The great sounds of an acoustic guitar that we're going to hear follow the flock all up and down the road as the Parrot Heads travel down to Key West and stop and visit us here in the Upper Keys and Cape Coral and all those places that we're going to be partying with a purpose with Parrot Heads. And the folks from Ocean Dreams Healing, we'll hear a report from Ocean Dreams shortly. Right now, it's time for our report from Miss Shoeless Newman on what's going on in the Florida Keys. Shoeless, give it to us, young lady. What's happening?
Oh, there's all kinds of things going on. I can run through real quick. Today is Wednesday. The Coconut Cove Island Mirada Music and Comedy Club Jam goes from 7 to 11. I hear the snowbirds are back in town, so I think that's going to start to pop, probably just in time for our Follow the Flock tour. Key Largo Moose Lodge, Tim Dressing, Caribbean Club Karaoke with Marianne, that's all tonight. And of course, Havana Jacks in Key Colony Beach in Marathon. The Lady A Band, I will be playing with them 6 to 10 tonight. Thursday night, we have Bayside Grill, Steve Vanini, special guest Russ Preston. He has been showing up Thursdays and Saturdays. Key Largo Karaoke with Jenny and Friends from 7 to 10. Don't want to miss that. We've got a special guest this week who's he's a ringer. Over at, I can't tell you who it is, but you should come. You'll like it.
A ringer?
Yeah. Well, he looks, sounds, and acts like the man he imitates. So I can't wait. And he takes his shirt off sometimes too.
That always pleases a certain group in the crowd, doesn't it?
Well, I get some pretty hot chicks in there sometimes. Cactus Jacks, our buddy's Fuzzy Dump Truck, my favorite band name ever. They're playing over at Cactus Jacks 10:30 to 2:30. Ooh, staying up late on a Thursday night. Maybe I'll hit that after karaoke. Shall I continue into Friday?
Please do.
We've got the Simmons Jam Night, one of my very favorite jam nights, up 35 North Flagler Avenue. That's up in Homestead, not quite the Keys, but on the way. Carlos Fernandez is the host of that, and that's a good night. It's a fun night. Caribbean Club, our friends the Bluefin Band debuting at the Caribbean Club Friday night. That's from 6:30 to 10:30. Don't want to miss that. Our friend Scott Youngberg over at Skipper's Dockside playing 6 to 9. And again, the Lady A Band playing at the Bayside Grill. I'll be playing with them 6 to 9 at Bayside Grill. Beautiful sunset over there and some delicious food in Key Largo. Taking it down to Saturday. We've got, this is kind of cool. The Key Largo Moose Lodge. Excuse me, I got a frog. Frogs are the theme today.
And you're wearing green probably, right?
Green. I am. How did you know? The Key Largo Moose Lodge is having an Oktoberfest.
What?
Oktoberfest, all month long they're doing that. They are having bratwurst, smoked sausage, and chicken schnitzel.
Schnitzels.
$10 from 6 to 10 p.m. Really,
I like schnitzel.
Really thinking about going and getting me some sausage. And Saturday night, CJ's over at Sundowners. Cody James and the Key Billies are playing. The Caribbean Club next door, Luke Summerglen Band. And again, Bayside Grill with Steve Vanini, special guest Rusty Preston. And taking it into Sunday. Of course, we have the Live from Paradise, Dave Fader. DavidFader.com, Feder. That's at 8 o'clock. He plays live, and that is right from the Keys, right from his studio. Some fantastic flamenco jazz. Snook's Sweetwater Sundays, 12:30 to 4. That's our buddy Patrick Knotts and his band Sweetwater, Pam Osterman, Bill Wissinger, and Kevin Sheehan. The Italian Food Company, that's a new venue we have here. That's about mile marker 98. Brian Lamar plays from 5 to 8, and new bands coming on Sundays at the Caribbean Club from the 5 to 9 shift. That is the Sunset at the beautiful Caribbean Club in Key Largo. Abstract Radio, that's the Campbell Boys playing with Angel over there.
Okay.
And,
okay. Hold that thought right now. Let's save some for the suspense for the next segment. We've got a call that is scheduled to come in here at about quarter after the hour. But let's take a moment, if we could, to play a song by a fellow by the name of Eric Stone. He is coming back to the Keys, and he is performing he is the final act on the Wednesday at the Coconut Cove Resort right there, right before the Alamorada Music and Comedy Club comes on. There is Eric Stone, and folks, there's something very special about this man's music, and it's fresh off the presses from Nashville, Tennessee.
Ooh.
And please stop by and see him around 5 to 6 o'clock, right there, Cape Coral, at the Coconut Cove Resort, November the 3rd, 2021. Follow the flock. Here he is.
Watching the rain
voice, Eric Janstone, also an author of Mystery Tropical Books, and now on the phone with me. Hey, old DC, isn't that an intro song?
That's perfect, Harry. Love it. Eric puts down good stuff, bud.
Old DC and I go back a few years doing radio broadcasts from the pit stop parties and from Meeting of the Minds and Music on the Bay and many, many different locations across the country and the world. Old DC, quickly tell us what is happening, man. Precision Sonar presents you, sir, Old DC.
How about you? Thanks, Harry. I appreciate the kind words. We're out in Radio A1A land, living large, having a great time. Last night, I had the privilege of spending the evening with the Derby City Parrotheads, and they were hosting Mr. Don Middlebrook on the first stop of his Uncharted Waters tour.
Unreal. Was Derby City Dave there?
Oh, Derby was live and in color, brother.
What a great party, Old DC, I'm telling you.
Well, I tell you what, Harry, it was really good to see this club come back alive.
Yeah.
As with a lot of clubs over the COVID situation, went a little dormant, so to speak.
Sure.
But they were out flocking to the max last night.
Flocking, P-H-L-O-C-K-I-N-G. People say, man, you misspelled that so bad. The P-H is for parrothead, right?
You got it, buddy. I don't think, and we didn't invent that. How about that?
No, we didn't.
We just follow along.
Flockers Magazine has invented the PH, the capital P, the capital H, and the Flockers. Dale, tell me what is happening with our honored sponsor, Precision Sonar, and all the products that they're bringing to show folks in the Keys during our pit stops at Coconut Cove.
Yeah, this company, Precision Sonar, cut its teeth building retrofit brackets so people can put the newer, bigger sonars, fish finders, and whatnot in their boats without tearing up the console. So that was their primary product. But they've moved into a line of things that I think are really safety related. We have what we call the rub rail lights, which illuminate your rub rail around the boat.
Wow.
Again, visibility, safety.
Yeah.
They have another product they call the leash, which is, for practical purposes, it is a big, giant rubber band that goes around the lower end of your outboard motor to keep it from kicking up if you go aground and hurting someone.
So we can show them that right there at the event. We can show all these brand new technical devices and things where what? You can see underwater? Come on.
Oh yeah, that's the Clearwater product. That's another company, but we hope to have that there as well. I've got a buddy of mine, aka Downtown Steve Brown, who's bringing his Hurricane down, and we're going to have it on display at Coconut Grove. Coconut Cove. Grove. Cove.
Ocean Dreams is our sponsor.
Gosh.
Is our charity sponsor.
It's our charity.
You kept calling it Ocean Springs. I said, that's a wonderful little town in Mississippi, but Ocean Dreams. You haven't met Terry yet, and those folks are going to be so proud to be associated with, Precision Sonar, Old DC, and your health products. You are going to be introducing some really cool things in the COVID testing world. May we announce that real quickly? We have another call coming in, by the way. Go ahead.
Sure. We've got a full line of COVID testing from what people would call the PCR process all the way to the new rapid antigen/flu test. So not only can you test for COVID, but you can test for flu at the same time. Wait
a minute. These are antigen tests, not those poorly done and very slow, what is it called, PCR tests?
Well, PCR, yeah, these are what we call rapid tests. So think of it as maybe a pregnancy test.
Yes.
I know you may not be familiar with that, Harry, but there's a few people that can relate.
I have some experience in that.
Oh, yeah, I imagine you do.
I went to the classes. Those classes, what do they call the classes?
I don't know. I didn't go.
Birthing babies.
There you go. There it is. But full line of products. And then last but not least, let me mention my buddy Rod Maxon with Empowering Benefits.
Hey, Rod.
He's coming down They're going to have their healthcare sharing products on display,
so they'll have
people
a
can
tent.
look at other options for healthcare.
They'll have a display and a tent, and be able to show this to everyone.
Yeah, people will actually be able to sign up for the healthcare sharing program on the spot if it meets their needs.
Hey, ho! There's a picture we're showing right now that shows you handing money to somebody, and Don Middlebrook playing in the background. Are you doing a tent revival, and you're the guy that takes up? You're the deacon taking up the money.
Harry, it was terrible. It was a Don Middlebrook move. If you've ever seen Don buy a 50-50 ticket, just throw your ticket away. Don wins every time. Well, last night, my sweet friend Angela says, "Let's get a couple tickets," and I said, "Well, here." I think I had like $2 on my money clip. I was a little broke at this point, but she went and bought us two 50-50 tickets, and dadgummit if I didn't win it.
You won it.
So I won it. So I donated the money back to the club. So that's what that picture's about.
You are something, because the charity for that club that night, they were depending on raising money from that 50-50, as we will have those offered for you, and you don't have to donate the money back to Ocean Dreams, but it would be welcomed, of course. What was the charity last night? Do you remember, old DC, that what you donated?
Yeah, they one of their charter charities is a local Alzheimer's group.
Oh.
So they were partying with a purpose last night to fight Alzheimer's. Great cause.
And the same, old DC, the same thing occurs in Cape Coral. Theirs is an Alzheimer's charity as well.
Yeah, Harry, that always kind of warms me a little bit when we get the benefit of knowing we're helping somebody else help somebody else.
Right.
You helping hands, right?
Yes, indeed. You arrive at our first pit stop at the Caribbean Club, world famous, where the film Key Largo was filmed and produced, right there at the Caribbean Club, world famous for just an open-air, wonderful, wonderful venue for music. And live that day, the Upper Keys Parrot Head Club. They are also known as the Parrot Heads of the Upper Keys, PHUK. The Pirates on the Water, and there are some real pirates that you can meet there. November the 1st, right there, as you come into Key Largo, you cannot miss the Caribbean Club. Music all day long, and you roll in about midday, do you not? From the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show.
I'll roll in from the Fort Lauderdale Boat Show, the Mega Yacht Show. I'll be up there with Mr. Eric Stone, who's one of the featured performers.
Yes.
And I'll be doing live reports from the show. And then we'll be headed down the morning of the 1st, and the lineup's full. It's stacked. It's an amazing lineup of artists. But if you'd like to, say hello to Eric or Don Middlebrook, they'll both be coming by to sit down with you, Harry, and do a couple of interviews and whatnot. And then they're just going to hang out and party with a purpose like the rest of us.
And listen to the magnificent music that'll be live there. Tropical Americana, original singer-songwriters doing their original songs, and some, Jimmy Buffett as well, some island music. So don't miss it. Old DC, thank you for checking in with us. We'll check in with you next week, which will be a very important week, just a week before we begin our pit stop tour, beginning in Cape Coral and ending in Key West. And we have a brand new announcement today about a new Welcome to Key West party for the singer-songwriters. Oh, I'm sorry, Parrot Heads. This is for the people. Oh, Harry had this idea, and then our Key West sales lady, Jenny Lee, she located a wonderful venue for us to be able to welcome the artists down to Key West.
Yeah, I'm going to be with you, Harry. I kind of moved my schedule around a little bit, and we're going to do it all weekend.
Old DC, thank you for calling in. Keep up the good work, and we look forward to seeing Sonus and all the fine products that you're bringing down to demonstrate right here in the home and the capital of the sport fishing world, Islamorada, and there.
It's a pleasure, Mr. Coin de Bone. I look forward to speaking with you next week.
That's one of my secret radio names, Coin de Bone, Billy Ray Flynn. All right, brother. Talk to you later on.
All right. Thanks, bye, Harry.
That's the voice of Old DC right there, and he is an important part of our world here at Radio A1A Productions, and he is responsible for these good folks from Precision Sonar and all the fine products there. Now, we're going to go right into some information about an upcoming event, October the 21st, next Thursday night, a week from this Thursday, right at the Elks Lodge right there in Tavernierville, Florida. Tavernier, yes. I'm also known as Harry Tavernier. I've got a good friend and real brother known as Billy Tavernier. We're the Tavernier brothers, and we are also never mind. We're from the circus. I don't know why, but we are.
Ahoy, A1A family. Get ready for a Jam Fest October 21st at the Elks Lodge in Tavernier, featuring many local artists starting at 4 p.m., Tropical Soul 7 to 10 p.m. This event is sponsored by the Community Foundation of the Florida Keys and hosted by Ocean Dreams Cancer Healing Center. Find out more at oceandreamshealing.org. That's oceandreamshealing.org. We would like to thank A1A Productions for all their generous support.
All right, we are back right now, and we're going to have Terry Sutton, who is with Ocean Dreams Healing Center right here in the Florida Keys. Terry, are you with me right now? Terry Sutton, are you with me? I don't think I hear Terry, but I am listening very carefully for him. Terry, are you with us? Terry.
Here, Harry. Hello.
Oh, there you are, man.
Hey.
Do you still get telephone service on your sailboat there in Tavernier?
Hey, it's always on how the wind blows,
Oh, I know exactly what you mean. Terry Sutton,
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. We've got some really exciting musicians coming up on Thursday night, the 21st, and we're doing a live broadcast from there so that those of you out of town in the world can hear some live music from the Florida Keys. So would you please let me know, if you could, what is going on Thursday night, real quickly?
All right, Thursday night at the Elks Lodge, Tavernier. It's October 21st, starting at 4 p.m., going until 10 p.m. There'll be many different musicians. At 7 o'clock, Tropical Souls takes the stage. It's a fundraiser event for Ocean Dreams Cancer Healing Center.
Wow.
And we're also having a collaboration of nonprofits, Harry. We have Florida Keys Children's Center is going to be there. We have the Wesley House, the Upper Keys Habitat for Humanity, the Key Largo Community Preservation, the Business and Professional Women's of the Upper Keys, and the Center for Independent Living will be there.
My goodness.
So,
my goodness. By the way, I've got some messages for you that there are some individuals that want to donate some silent auction items. Could you check with me or Dave Roush after the show? I want to thank Dave Roush, who is our facilities manager. He's going to be doing our sound and in charge of the stages, bringing people on and off, while I stand there and sell 50-50 tickets and urge people to donate at what is the number that they text, and they text A1A. Tell us what we do to donate right now if we need to.
All right. So you dial 44321.
Uh-huh.
And you send the message Ocean A1A.
Awesome.
And that'll take you to a link, and you can make a donation.
Awesome. Well, thank you so very, very much, Terry. This is amazing. And then just a brief rundown. You don't even know a lot of this. We just got the message in the studio that Jenny Libichet is going to be opening up our first ever fundraiser for Ocean Dreams Healing Center at the Elks Lodge right there in Tavernier. Then comes Too Tall Tom. And by the way, Tom's wife is the one that has the items to donate or where they may be donated. Chuck and Linda Freeman from Tennessee, also known as Tropics, will come on right after Too Tall Tom. And then friends and neighbors, is it possible that I could play this right now as we bid you goodbye, Terry? Because this gentleman right here, he's the one that is going to be playing for us. See you, Terry.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. I'll get it for y'all. There we go. Dennis McCaughey, Tropical Soul, appearing Thursday 21st.
There's no TV, no AC, but beer is cheap and the view is free. Stroll on in, come as you are to my five-star dive bar. They got the key that's so cheap it'll make you shiver. Willie on a box singing Whiskey River. The clientele is highfalutin, aristocratic in a whiskey shooting. Oh yeah. I'll meet you there Sunday afternoon. Cruise on in, come as you are to my five-star dive bar. There's cowboys, hippies, and bikers too. Rednecks and beach bums with tattoos. Old ladies rolling in the door. Bingo every day at 4. Well, it's kinda dingy, a little dark. Day drinking is around the clock. Stroll on in, come as you are to my five-star dive bar. From the poop deck to Floribama, soggy $1 Alabama Jacks in the whiskey barn, skinny legs with.
Oh, yeah. Five-star dive. Right there, Thursday night, the 21st, Ocean Dreams Healing Center. All right. That, folks, is Dennis McCaughey, and he is going to be appearing, as I said, Thursday night. Jennifer, Shoeless Newman, are you there? Are you there?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello, here I am.
Yeah,
I
I just have to push the right button to bring you in, my dear. That was great to have old DC and Terry there to explain what's going on.
That's some great events we got coming up. That's wow.
Yes. Shoeless, I'm a little bit speechless right now, and I get that way sometimes when I meet some of the most amazing people who are listening to what we're doing, and in the most unusual places. One of those places, Shoeless, is the UK. I'd like to say hello to our listeners in the United Kingdom, especially one very special author and empowerment speaker by the name of Bridget Jane Long. You will be hearing a great deal about that young lady in the future, as we will be sharing a great deal of her material to help all of you out there maybe empower yourself with some very interesting information. And secondly, there are 2 or 3 or 5 internet radio restreaming stations there that we would like to thank them for doing so, and also for all the listeners who have tuned in from the United Kingdom. Now,
wow,
what's up new in the Florida Keys in the music other than what we have covered so far, Shoeless?
It's got to be new stuff, huh?
It's got to be just whatever you like. It's your show.
Over at Chef, not today, Chef Rolf's Tunas down there in Isla Morada. They have a new band that has formed in there on Sundays. It's Paul Armstrong and his wife Vivian, and Dan Reinberg on djembe drums, djembe band. They're playing over there in the afternoon. Hey, the OV's got football again on Sundays if you're interested in that sort of thing.
Yes.
You like that roll tide, don't you?
Yes, we got our butts handed to us out in Texas, but we coming back. Here we come. Look out, everybody.
Oh.
I do love my Tide. Everybody knows that. And Billy Ray Flynn, he loves the Auburn Tigers, and they're always at odds each other in my mind.
That's got to be a rough little match.
It is.
Well, if you're down in Marathon on Sunday, hit up Dockside at Boot Key Harbor. They have the Sunday Jam Night hosted by Randy Barnett. That's always a good time. And if you make it through the weekend, on Monday, get over to Jimmy Johnson's Big Chill. Go see Alan Truesdale. He plays over there from 5 to 9. Catch a nice, beautiful sunset and a big fat pizza down in Island Rada Lorelei Restaurant and Cabana Bar. The Carousers play 6 to 10. And that takes us to Tuesday. We have our friend Scott Youngbird over at Gilbert's from 5 to 9. At Sharky's Pub and Galley, Rob Garza, 7 to 10. Down in Isla Morada at Lorelei, fabulous Dennis Holmes plays from 6 to 10. And, of course, you don't want to forget the OV Jam Night every Tuesday with the Taylor King Band and special guests.
Yeah. No question about that. You have covered a great deal of territory just in a short time, but I want to point out that you have a karaoke event on Thursday nights that, quite frankly, has become somewhat special, has it not?
It's a pretty cool evening of, family, friends, and singing and merrymaking, yes.
Merry what?
Merrymaking. Oh, don't go merry on me, Harry.
I'm just wild about Mary.
I know, I wrote a song.
And Mary's wild about me, and she's quite contrary, and her garden grows well when fertilized. She doesn't watch or listen to these things, but she is a very good part of our family here and attends and supports not only us, but the live music events around. She's the one that walks up there with a special little rolled up dollar bill or $5 bill or $20 bill. Sometimes there's a surprise inside.
Yes, she's full of surprises.
She's quite amazing indeed. Tell me, you are going to not be able to attend our event on Thursday night because your karaoke event, Jenny's Karaoke at the Key Largo Moose, is that night. Is that correct?
That's 7 to 10, but they get started at 4, so I'm going to come over early and just. Beautiful. I gotta see what's going on over there. It's all those charities. That's amazing that they're going to bring all that together in one place.
No question about that. Let's move to
great community event.
Let's move to something that you and I have been surprised with this morning, and I'm very surprised about a place, an event, and a sponsor in Key West, Florida. Do tell is right. I am going to see if I can bring that up here now for everyone to see.
And is this Jenny Lee that brought this to us?
This is Jenny Lee brought this to us. She did indeed. And I would just like to say thank you to her for bringing this wonderful opportunity to Radio A1A and our A1A performers, our original singer-songwriters. We are going to be holding an event at a beautiful place called Ocean's Edge, right there in Key West. It's a resort and marina, and we're showing some video of it right now on YouTube and Facebook. And that is a place that, frankly, was going to be our operational center during the Meeting of the Minds festivities with Parrot Heads in Paradise as they have their annual convention in Key West. So beginning on Friday evening, we are looking at a time 4:20 in the afternoon. We are going to be poolside.
How pertinent.
And we're going to be providing a little bit of a getaway for those individual singer-songwriters that would like to drop by, be on the radio. We may go for 2 hours, 3 hours. You never know. We're going to open the mic up. We're going to have some fun. And we're going to feature some of the food and the fine beverages, adult. And by the way, they have an adult ice cream bar. The ice cream.
What?
The ice cream has, it has alcohol in it.
Oh my, that sounds sinful.
The only warning they gave us about our room that we have, and by the way, I think old DC is going to be there too, is if we even move the things in the food bar and the little, the little drink bar inside the room, it's $7, a minimum $7. So don't.
If we even move it?
You can't even move it. The cameras watch that stuff. I got something for them to watch. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Jenny.
No, you're
Chris.
not.
No,
You're not
I
kidding.
swear I'm kidding. But this new place will get to experience us. Chris and all of them are fine. They've got a chef there that's amazing. Chris is the food and beverage manager, and
That's Juan Quadra, that's the chef over there.
who?
Juan. That
Chef Juan?
Yes.
See, this is like the perfect tropical place now. Ocean's Edge. It's right there at the entrance to Key West, so that it's not quite as pricey as those in Old Town. And Old Town sometimes can be a little bit crazy. But as you know, in Key West, there is a wonderful trolley or a wonderful bus. There are shuttles running around the clock up and down there that you don't even have to use your car when you arrive at Ocean's Edge. And
with alcoholic ice cream, you should not be driving. Fat and drunk.
Well, yeah, that's some of them, but they all have very colorful feathers, and they look like they're funny hats. They're called parrot heads, for goodness sakes. This is a great time to thank those individual singer-songwriters, because that's where we obtain this music from. And we have one to feature this week, Miss Shoeless. We do indeed.
Is it time? Is it time for Roger?
It is time for Roger's new song. And Roger just knocked us down by writing a song called Fred the Tree. And that song just frankly is it just hit home. And now he's written one called Going Back to Islamorada. So without further ado, I'm going to play that. This is Roger Sylvie. He'll be appearing all through our pit stop parties here in the Keys.
Can't wait.
Sailboat in the Keys of Florida. Take a trip to Islamorada for a fishing charter in Gulf Stream water. Spend some time and snorkel out on Alligator Reef, or parasail above the waves on a gentle ocean breeze. If you go to Islamorada, dig your toes in the sand, let the sun shine on ya. When you go to Islamorada, see the sails afloat in a boat regatta. If you've been, you might remember sandbar off the coast, fruit martinis and girls in bikinis at the place I love the most. Again, I watch the sun go down on the blue horizon. Look as the seabirds fly over sailing vessels that slowly pass by. Now I count the days until I know it's time that I can leave and say that I'm going back to Islamorada, where my island friends spread their love. When I'm back in Islamorada, I'm in paradise with a pina colada. Gonna find the reggae band at the place I was before. Take a seat at the tiki bar near the palm trees by the shore.
there's Sylvie. Man, oh man, Jennifer, is that not fine? We're going to be having him live on stage for you to hear.
I can't wait. I can't wait. I can't wait to meet all these rock stars coming down to the Keys. This is going to be a crazy event.
Well, I have another one. I have another one, Daryl Clanton, that I found some of our old video and audio from when Dewey and I did the Radio A1A live sessions down at Smuggler's Brewery in Islamorada. Yes, we are a local radio station and production company doing this kind of stuff. And featuring these kind of individuals. These singer-songwriters are award nominated. For instance, Daryl Clanton, who you're about to hear, excuse me, has been nominated as a vocalist of the year from the Academy of Country Music Artists in Nashville. Here he is, Daryl Clanton from a few years ago. He's on stage with T.J. Walsh and Troy Powers. I hope I can get this up.
Me too. Oh, did you just say that?
Yeah, you know me. Here it comes. It's going to be quiet on our end, so hang on. Here we go.
Keep them coming, Harry.
So far, I have not got him coming yet. Let's see if I can get it.
All the flowery shirts and crazy get-ups. He said, look.
Hey, I'd like to give a little shout-out to Billy Knight. Belated happy birthday. He's definitely one of my Keys heroes.
Happy birthday,
and I didn't get to spank him yet.
Yeah. You know, we only have about 10 more minutes. Do you have anything else that we would be
tropical music
and remiss in not mentioning as far as live music goes?
I did just find something last minute, and I'm kind of excited about it because this is my buddy Aloha Steve. I've run into him in many places near and far. He's going to be down in Key West on Sunday afternoon at I think, world famous Green Parrot. He's going to be playing with a duo called Two Legged Dog with Gary Hempsey and, of course, Aloha Steve. And it's acoustic and pedal steel Grateful Jam.
Good.
Sounds pretty cool.
Let me tell you, that Aloha Steve is something. I mean, he is really an amazing steel guitar player and entertainer.
Yeah, he's a great player.
So there's a couple of other things that I have not covered. One of them is my good friends and my members and my fellow members of the Upper Keys Parrot Head Club. Pit stop number one is in Cape Coral, which is about a 4-hour drive northwest of the Florida Keys. We'll be traveling there, you and I, reporting and streaming live from there our radio show. And then we will travel to this next event in Key Largo, and it's very special. Here it comes.
Hello, everyone. We are at the Parrot Heads meeting in the Upper Keys. It's also called Pirates on the Water. Barbara is the president. Tell me, what's going to be happening with the pit stop?
Oh, actually, Harry, our pit stop is going to be held at the Caribbean Club here in Key Largo, mile marker 104 again this year. It will be on Monday, November 1st, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Standby radio.
Hamburgers, hot dogs, raffle baskets, 50-50, trop rock musicians, and more.
Oh, yes, indeed. Radio A1A will be there, and also a new cooperation with Boondocks, I understand, and the Pit Stop Party TOO, right?
Exactly.
And where did they get the idea of the pit stop from?
Gee, I don't know. We are the original, but we do appreciate joining forces.
Indeed. Once again, tell me exactly what is the purpose of this party?
Well, it's twofold. It'll be a fundraiser for a local charity, but it is also to welcome all the parrot heads that are on their way down to Key West for Meeting of the Minds, which actually starts on Wednesday, November 3rd. If they're driving through Key Largo, just stop by.
Daryl Clanton. Let's take it out, Jennifer. You ready? Are you still with me there, Shoeless?
When it comes to good times, they have found the answer, brother. You go down to the ocean, you hang out by the water, you party in the tiki bar longer than you oughta. Pump dollars in that jukebox and sing Jolly Man all night. I've been around the globe and I'm telling you folks, I ain't never met a parrot head I didn't like. You know it's true.
Daryl Clanton. Wow. Jenny, are you still with me to take us out for the last 5 minutes of the Florida Keys live music report?
I'm here.
Tonight, there is a very special little jam session for our individuals who like jazz music. And jazz music is sometimes a little bit hard to find in the Florida Keys. Maybe not.
No doubt.
And it's hosted by a fellow that is a conch. You know what a conch is, don't you?
I do.
Born in the Florida Keys, in Key West, Tim Dressing is a conch, and he's a keyboard player. And he's going to appear with the birthday boy, Billy Knight. Jimmy.
Just call him whatever.
Jimmy Buffett's not. It's not his birthday. Buffett's birthday is when? If you can answer that question, you are a parrot head.
Oh, I do not know.
Then you're not a parrot head. It's Christmas.
You know, can I mention something while you're talking about Tim? We are doing the Oktoberfest down at Havana Jacks next weekend, not this weekend.
You're playing with Tim?
I am playing with Tim 3 days in a row. We are going to be leader hosened out and at Havana Jacks 6 to 10 all the weekend of the 22nd, 23rd, 24th.
Great goodness. That's wonderful.
So we will be talking about that next week a little bit. Tim Dressing is a heck of a player.
He is a heck of a player, and he allows everyone, trumpet players, guitar, whatever you play, even singers. And I'm going to fill in a little bit to do a little bass with him tonight, and so is Billy. So it should be a lot of fun, I think. I hope.
Very nice.
If you have a chance, if you're in town, drop by and listen and enjoy a very special night at a special place, the Key Largo Moose. Very affordable. Usually they have something really good to eat somewhere back in the kitchen beginning the night. Some of those great poppers, jalapeno poppers and things.
Oh, those are wonderful.
And they have an outside stage and an inside stage. Right now it's still a little warm to be manning the outside stage, but that is the area where if you are a smoker, you may go out and partake of your smoking materials at that location. And inside is air conditioned, and Shelby is the bartender for tonight. And I think, who's your bartender for tomorrow night on Thursday?
Tomorrow night we have Louis for karaoke.
Louis is a special-looking young man himself. I think you have pointed that out, haven't you?
Yes, he's very handsome and charming.
Oh, how about a quick rundown on our Patreon sponsors? And thank you.
Okay, let me bring that up. Well, we just played Roger Sylvie. He is one of our sponsors that gives us something every month. Anthony Body, John Manfredo, and Henry Tucker. And let's not forget Debbie Jordan, all Patreon sponsors. You can find at radioa1a.com. Click on that and help support us. Even $1 a month would be super helpful to keep all this stuff up and running.
All you got to do is point your phone right here at the screen. If you're on Facebook, just point your phone right there. That puts you in line to be a part of our broadcast. And our sponsors are amazing. Key Smartphone, Monroe County Bail Bonds, and there are a couple of others. There's one especially that I would like to include, and it's called Jungle Readaville. It's a very, very special sponsor. If you could give me a moment and speak to the audience, I'm going to pull that up.
Well, this is an event that's going on up in the mainland Florida that is music packed and should be very well attended. I think they'll be coming down, hopefully all coming down all the way to Key West if they make it that far.
That's right.
Once they get to that alcoholic ice cream, though, I don't know.
Here's one of the gentlemen they call the most handsome trop rock singer. His name is Joe Downing, and listen to what he's doing at Jungle Reederville.
Hey y'all, this is Joe Downing, and I'm planning on jumping in my blue Camaro and driving on down to Fort Lauderdale, January 28th through the 30th for Jungle Reederville, Return to the Jungle Queen Island, a Riverfest concert brought to you by the Jungle Queen and Sail and Song Promotions. Looking forward to this, January 28th through the 30th.
Don't miss that. That's going to be a good time up there. And they're all going to be traveling down to Meeting of the Minds as well, stopping by our pit stops. Shoeless?
We're just chock full of festivals down here.
This is becoming almost overwhelming for us in the number of songs we're onboarding, the brand new music, the new people that are discovering that we're going to be having a giant party down here. I don't know whether to expect 300 people or 3,000 people. So please come prepared for either. We just
Do I have to wear shoes? I won't wear shoes.
You don't have to wear shoes. None of you coming down have to wear shoes in the Florida Keys, unless there's a sign on the door that says no shoes, no shirt, no service, you know. Once again, thank you for listening in. Shoeless, give them a fond farewell from the far north regions of Key Largo, Florida.
Y'all, thanks for tuning in and listening to us babble on about all our great music down here. Come on, visit us. It's a great place to be.
That it is. And tune in next week and each week at noon. Florida Keys time, right here on Radio A1A and A1A Productions affiliates and all of our streaming networks everywhere. Thank you so much. And thank you especially to the independent singer-songwriters that make the music that we feature at A1A.
Give me the ocean. Give me that cold margarita. That's the potion. Give me the sun all day. Give me the stars all night.